this shampoo. This is from 11 Australia. And oh my god, did I just put on an Australian accent? I think I did. Oh my god, I totally didn't mean to do that. Like, oh my god, this is from Australia. That's the worst accent ever, but I tried. Anyway. Right, so we're going to start off with skincare. I'm using the Pixie range today. So I started off by cleansing my skin using the Glow Tonic Cleansing Gel. This, I wouldn't rate it. It's neither good nor bad. It's fine. It hasn't broken me out, but I also haven't seen massive changes to my skin. It's just grand. I'm going to tone my skin using the Glow Tonic, and this product is so popular. It's like all over Instagram. So the whole Glow Tonic range is filled with glycolic acid, which like gently exfoliates the skin. So it's not too harsh. It's not a harsh exfoliant. So it's safe enough to use every day. Put a little bit of this onto a cotton pad and then just wipe it over my face. So next step is serum. So you apply your serum just before your moisturizer, and it usually comes in like little drop forms like this. So you just squeeze it. Oh, hang on. So you just squeeze. Oh my god, this is not working out for me. And then we just rub it through our fingers. You know what, I was never really a fan of serums. I've only started using them quite recently, and I do like them, especially because my skin is so dry. I just feel like it gives my skin an extra boost, an extra glow, a bit of hydration. And then lastly, we got to moisturize, and this doesn't have an SPF as far as I can see, which I'm not sure I like, but that's okay because I'm going to be wearing foundation with an SPF anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But ideally, especially in the summer, if I'm not wearing makeup, I want to have a moisturizer with an SPF, and the higher the better. You always want to warm the product up in between your fingers so it will match your body temperature, and that will help it absorb deeper into the skin. You always want to start in the center of the face and work outwards so you're not dragging your skin down and causing premature aging, but it will also help to absorb the product into the skin, and then it will push out any of the toxins or any of the excess product so that it can be excreted through your lymph nodes. So once my skincare is done, I move on and do my hair. The brand were kind enough to send me down their hairspray and also their shampoo, and I got a conditioner as well. So I was using the shampoo and the conditioner for this for the month and a half, and like I said, I just didn't see anything different with my hair. I didn't love it nor hate it, so I just didn't talk about it. But in the last, like I said, I think it's about 3 weeks now, I've been using the Deep Clean shampoo, and this I like because, right, my hair is so oily. I mean, I don't think the level of oil in my hair is normal. Like, I've tried every tip under the sun. I've just got very, very thin, lifeless, oily hair. This, I just been finding that I've been getting an extra day or two out of my hair. It's not as oily, it's not as like lifeless. I know this might look lifeless to some of you guys, but honestly, I don't have much hair, and this to me is like a lot fuller than it normally is. But the biggest difference for me, I find, is, and I don't know if it's because I'm using the shampoo and the hairspray together, but I just find that I'm styling my hair, it's lasting the entire day, and curls normally drop straight away in my hair. It's very hard to get them to last, and I find that my curls are lasting more, but I find that once I have my hair styled, I have so much volume, so much bounce, and it lasts the entire day. So I just have a cheap old pennies brush, nothing special, and I just like to brush down my hair. Now, normally I would use the Baptiste dry shampoo. This has been my go-to for the last 10 years, if not more. I can't use any other brand. I always go back to this one. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like I have anything in my hair. It makes it just feel clean. Other dry shampoos I've used, I find, just leave my hair sticky. Ugh, the texture, I don't know, I haven't found anything else any good, and I've tried loads, trust me. I like to brush down my hair, and before I start styling my hair, I like to give my hair a quick spritz of the I Want Body texture spray. So I just give this a nice little shake. You can see, like, I've been loving this. It's like nearly half gone. So just like to give my hair a quick spritz all around. So I'm going to use my hair curlers. These are from Nikki Clark. I've had this for a million years. So nothing special. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore. It's very hot. I've burnt a lot of things with this, including myself. It's extremely hot, so wish me luck. I like to take my hair curler and roll it back like this, just for the front bit. And I just like to hold it for about, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. Like I said, this is really hot, so it does need a lot of time. Once that curl is done, I like to roll it back up into place and take some clips and just kind of clip it in place. When the hair is still hot, I find that if you roll it up and clip it into place, it will cool down and set into the curls. So if you have hair that doesn't hold curl well, doing this will definitely help. So I'll do this all around my head. I'll leave it set while I'm doing my makeup or I'm having breakfast, and then I'll come back and I'll take my hair down and give it another spray of the hairspray, and I just find that it just helps the curls last so much longer. So I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution baking oil. You apply this before your foundation and it just helps prep the skin but also give it like a really plumped, hydrated glow. So this is amazing if you have dry skin. The look I'm going for today is something very bronze, very natural, very glowy, just perfect for summertime. So moving on, I'm going to apply some illuminator on my skin for that bronze glow. I've been loving this one. This is the liquid illuminator from Etmore. This I actually find quite comparable to the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. Etmore have a range of different colours as well, so you're not just stuck to one. This is the Sunset Blush, which I think is quite similar to Opal, is the one I have. Yeah, Opal. I actually find the colours, they may not be identical, but the finish is on point. And I like to focus this on kind of my drier areas, so particularly around my cheeks and my forehead. That can be a little bit dry, but I'll stay away from like my nose and my chin that can get really oily throughout the day. This product is an oldie but a goodie. It's a ride or die, and I actually forgot about it till recently, and you guys are going to die when you see this product because it's something I wrote about for years and then I kind of just forgot about it, and I found it the other day and I was like, oh my god, I loved this foundation. I'd say some of you have already guessed it. It's the L'Oreal True Match. Oh my god, I forgot how much I loved this foundation. I like to apply my concealer in a V shape under the eyes, so I go from the inner corner of my eye right down to the end of my nose and then right up to the corner of my eye. I find that if you apply concealer right under the eyes or right on dark circles, it's going to enhance them, but if you apply the concealer all over this area, even though it seems a bit extreme, and some people say to me, they're like, oh my god, is there really need for all that concealer? And yes, like even though it looks like a lot, I have a very thin layer of product. If you use a concealer under the eyes, it's going to hide any discoloration and give you the coverage that a foundation won't give you. So if you find that your concealer and your foundation is too heavy when working together, try and lay off on too much foundation under the eyes. Try and avoid that area altogether, and your concealer should apply a lot more smoothly. I'm going to be using the Dandelion Dew from Benefit. This is a gorgeous rosy pink cream blush, and I've literally just realized that this is not drugstore. I picked everything out and I ensured that everything was drugstore, and I just realized that this isn't. I'm such a donut. So I like to apply on the back of my hand, so it looks like this. So I'm going to be using this one from Madison. This is the M5, and this is actually very similar to the Blank Canvas Cosmetics brush. They're pretty much identical, and I just like to mix this up on the back of my hand and then smile and apply it from the apples of my cheeks. I always kind of envision two fingers here between my nose, and then I like to apply my blush kind of outwards like this. So I will leave that tutorial linked above if you want to check that out. So then I like to go back with my foundation brush, and then there's no extra product on it or anything, and I'm just like blending in the blush. so it looks a little bit more natural. I do want to do a little bit of setting, especially under the eyes, because my concealer is going to start to melt away if I don't set it in place. So I'm just going to go in with the bare amount of powder, literally just to set. And I've been absolutely loving this one. It's RCMA. You have the top here where you can shake the powder, but I don't do that. Maybe I'm just awkward, but I actually like to tap the product into the cap. Then I like to take the small little blank canvas brush that we used earlier and like literally just dip into it and tap off the excess. So you don't need a lot of product at all. It's literally just to set creams in place. So this is perfect if you don't like to wear a lot of powder, but it's also great for baking, and it's just so versatile. It's actually handy as well if you're a makeup artist and you want to have like a no color powder in your collection, because this is going to suit everyone. And because this is a summery, glowy, bronzy look, then we're going to have to apply some bronzer. So I'm going to be using this palette right here. This is from Soul Sue. This is the trio. So inside you get your bronzer, your blush and your highlight, and you can apply a little bit of powder blush over your cream blush if you find that a cream blush might be a little bit too creamy for you. Like if you have really oily skin, if you feel like a cream blush is going to slip and slide, then by all means set it with a bit of blush. I'm going to leave it off today because I just want it to be very glowy and use as little product as possible. So I'm actually just going to go in with a bit of the bronzer. I'm going to be using the F42 brush. This is like a powder brush from Blank Canvas Cosmetics. I'm going to dip into the bronzer and just tap off the excess. I like to just kind of tap it on the back of my hand as well, because I find if you go straight into your bronzer and then apply it on your face, sometimes you can be left with like a lump of bronzer and it's just not cute. And literally I'm just going to be going for the bare minimum here. I'm just going to go around the outer corners of my face and literally down my neck just to bronze it up a small bit. I'm also just taking a bit of the bronzer and just applying it down either side of my nose. This is just to add a little bit of shape to my nose. I find that my nose is quite rounded and can look a little bit wide. So just adding a tiny little bit of bronzer down either side of the bridge of my nose can just add a little bit of definition and a bit of shape to my nose. But today I'm going to be using this one. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's the Goddess of Love. And I absolutely adore this highlighter like no other. Like there's nothing else I've tried on the market like this. If you like to be seen from the moon, this is your highlighter. So I'm just going to, ooh, look at that. I'm applying this using a fan brush, so it's going to give it the most natural finish possible. If I was to apply it with a blending brush, my god, I would blind you right now. So this is actually this is a light application of highlighter, but this is the type of highlightedness that I want in my life. I'm going to fill in my eyebrows using the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, and you get a little brush with it as well. It's like an angle brush and then a concealer brush as well. This I absolutely adore. I always love the Benefit Ka-Brow, but this is very similar, if not better. Okay, I like to start under the brow and just kind of outline my shape. Then I like to fill in the end of my eyebrow and then just go back and fill out the gaps. I have a whole tutorial on eyebrows with a downloadable makeup lesson workbook, so I ain't gonna go into detail, but you can check that out if you want. I'm going to keep the eyes very simple because this is an everyday look and not everyone wants to wear eyeshadow on a day-to-day basis, and I know I certainly don't. I just like to have a nice complexion and then just run out the door. I'm going to finish off with a Champagne Glam, which is the plumping, the plumping lip gloss from e.l.f. These lip glosses are incredible and they're only a couple of euro, I think like €3 or €4, but I just love them. They have such a lovely texture. They're not like glumpy or anything like that. They just feel really smooth and nourishing on the lips, and they give your lips a little bit of a oomph, little something something. So now the moment of truth. I'm going to take my hair down and pray that it comes out the way I want. I like to then just kind of comb through my hair just very gently. This is just a comb from Dunn's, and the hair can be a little bit full when you first take it down. It will kind of drop after a few minutes. But I just want to comb through it just so it's not so sticky and looks a little bit more like fluffy and bouncy. And then I've been loving these hair clips. These are just from Pennies or Primark, and I've just been popping them on the side of my hair, just kind of clipping it up like so. Now these clips are like a huge trend at the minute as well. I really hope you enjoy this. I'm gonna go get dressed now. I'm actually still in my loungewear. This is actually a super natural t-shirt that Sinead bought me for my birthday. So I'm gonna go get dressed and have a little bit of a photo shoot. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a nice thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know if you enjoy these types of videos. And of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye!